Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. This is Hadrian. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Crown of Charlemagne series. So I want to take a moment to take stock of where we are in the campaign. That is not the screen I wanted to pull up. That's the screen I wanted to pull up. So in the last couple of episodes, we retook not only our capital, but then we swept through and we conquered the people that conquered us initially. These cities had been conquered by the Anglians. We took them back and then took over the Anglians' territory here. And these cities had been conquered by the Westphalians. We took them back and took over these cities that belonged to the Westphalians. So those factions no longer exist. We have a couple of powerful armies up in that area. The downside of where we are right now is that we're about to fail a mission. We have one turn to capture the capital of the Lombards, and we're just not going to make it. We had, I think, like 20 turns to do it, or maybe 30 turns, and I just let too many turns go by. I lost count and didn't realize how quickly words it had gone by. So that's going to be unfortunate. But we are in an interesting position. We will be able to march on their capital soon anyway, but I want to take a somewhat unusual step on the way to kind of getting there. This area here, Chur, we own almost all of Alemannia because another step that we took actually is we came in and we took over some territory that used to belong to our brother here. All this orange is our brother, but had been taken either by the Lombards or rebels. I actually think rebels had taken, rebels. Man, okay, slow down. Rebels had taken both of these towns. And I came in and I took them from the rebels, and now they belong to me instead of belonging to my brother. It's fantastic. So one of the things that I want to do now, we have the city of Chur here. Notice, if I pull up the Duchy of Alemannia, the owners of Chur, this is their only territory, their only city. They are not allied with anyone. They're not at war with anyone. They're not trading with anyone. They're not trading with us. They have a good opinion of us, so they're not going to get suspicious if we march armies in. And I think I might just be imperialist and take them over. Because if we take control of Chur, notice how quickly we can then march down and hit the capital of the Lombards. The alternative is to come in and see if we can take over these towns here that the Lombards are currently attacking, and that will help us not only against the Lombards, but it will also help us against our brother when it's time to do that, because we're slowly kind of surrounding him, and we're going to need to confront him at some point. But we're at a point where, I mean, check this out. We could conquer, this territory belongs to our brother, but let's say the Lombards conquer Lyon, and they already have Genève. If they conquer Lyon and then come and we take it back from them, then there's just one territory between Lyon and our territory. So we would then join this ring. We would basically have our brother surrounded. And then there would be a few southern territories. He owns Narbonne. He owns, which is, of course, I think that's Narbonne. This is in the old province of Narbonensis. Maybe that's why it's called Narbonne. That's an old Roman route there. He owns Toulouse and Rodez, I guess. You would pronounce that as not Rhodes. Rhodes is elsewhere. Rhodes is far away. So no, y'all, that's not Rhodes. But so yeah, he owns this territory down here, but we'd be able to cut him off completely. So there's some tactical choices to be made there, because if we swept through and we did take that path and took that from our brother, we would have to kind of fight in two different directions. We'd have to go up this way and go down this way to make sure we could defend this territory over here. So that's important. One other option that we have is just, armies like this and armies like this. These are Lombard armies. We can kind of just let them wreak havoc and then capture the territory from them that they capture from our brother. So they're basically doing the work for us. It's kind of what I've done so far, to tell you the truth. But I'm thinking about taking Chur. I might not take it right away, but it'll be good to have when we are ready to march on Pavia, because it gives us a route straight down into that area. So anyway, let's go ahead and end the turn. We're going to go to, oh crap, I didn't see what year it was. They have a spy near Charlemagne, which makes me nervous, but usually their spies are focused on starting fires and wreaking havoc in the settlement. I don't know that they can actually get to Charlemagne. Yeah, See, he started a fire and he failed. Mission failed! Alright, we knew that was going to happen. Oh crap, the Pope's anger for 10 turns. Negative 40 diplomatic relations with other Christian factions, and minus 5 Christianity religious influence. That sucks, because we failed that mission. Man. Alright, well, what can we do with this extra money we just gained? Ooh, Burrowburg needs to be upgraded, definitely. That's going to take all our money, but that's worth it. Alright, what are we doing otherwise? Speaking of diplomacy and how we're doing with these other factions, notice that these factions here on our border are all allies of an ally. Meaning, I'm not too worried that they're going to suddenly go to war with us. They don't have great opinions of us. They're actually they're deteriorating. Their opinions are deteriorating. But the fact that they're allied gives them one reason maybe not to go too crazy with us. It looks like the Wilsey, though, definitely do have some armies surrounding Erfurt, which is worrisome. I'm going to let public order continue to improve for a bit and maybe march this army down. Right now we're at negative 33 in Osnabrück, with 14 being the uptick every turn. So I can't move them yet, but I would like to be able to do that before too much longer. So let's see. It is 781 AD.
We hunger. How can I? Okay,
we have this spy here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this spy up here to see if he can help take care of this guy. It's going to take a turn or two to make that happen. So it looks like there's a relatively large... There's a couple of armies that they have in Chur. So we will have to fight them at some point if we aim to take over their territory. What's happening here? Okay, so Lyon is under siege. So maybe in a coming turn we can go ahead and take Genève. And that would also allow us to kind of stop the Lombard advance in this area. Maybe cut them off a bit. But also give us some territory on our brother's border, which is good. Let's end the turn. That spy decided to leave Constantinople. Wow. Charlemagne alone.
A treaty between us would please the law.
No, they just tried to set up a non-aggression pact because they can kind of tell. Oh, crap. Alright, so this agent is trying to start a fire there. Did he... Okay, he failed. So this agent keeps trying to do things and failing. It's funny. So we're going to bring our agent up, and he will be in range next turn to do something about that agent. Let's see here. What else can I change? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade one of these cities up here. Because, I mean, it's either not or... Yeah, I'm going to upgrade this one. Because they're kind of far away from everyone. They don't pose, there's not as much risk of them being invaded. So that's a win, to be able to have stronger heartlands far away from the war that are productive and can help us support our current wars. Speaking of that, I think we actually have the ability to create another army. I'm going to look into that. Let's see. Yes. Alright. So we don't quite have a ton of money for another army, but another army would just be handy at this point. So... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to hold off. Because we can use the income. Provincial governor. Oh, that's strange. Why can't we assign another provincial governor? Alright, I won't ask questions. East Neustria. What's in East Neustria? Oh, okay. Well... I would rather not put a governor over somewhere that there's just one territory. However, if I put a governor in to a place... Yeah, I'm going to put a governor in Alemannia. That'll help with public order there. So, let's do that. Alemannia. What do we have? We have an administrator. He helps with taxes. Definitely. Alright, so Alemannia now has a governor. And then Alemannia, we are going to put in the bread and circuses, as we have with the rest of our governors, and that will allow us additional food production and additional public order, so that's going to help a lot. Now we're going to end the turn. Anyone? Anyone?
We could stand
Awesome.
like brothers.
Okay, so those guys that have an army near one of my cities,
An alliance with
no, you want an non-aggression pact, but... Alright, so this guy in Basel did manage to start a fire. The Kingdom of Kent has been destroyed. Interesting. Where did that spy go? Little jerk ran away. Alright, well, I'm gonna deploy him and see if maybe we can spot him. Or deploy my agent, rather. Yeah, this guy started a fire, so now we're gonna have to repair stuff in Basel. Costs us money. What a jerk! Alright. Ooh, we can do some additional building here. Food market. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a food market just to ensure that we have some food production going on up here, because with these continuing upgrades, we're going to need it to really to support our population, make sure there's not a food shortage. But again, we're thinking in terms of producing an army before too long, another army. All right, so Lyon has been, it is now owned by what faction? The Duchy of Burgundy. Interesting. So the Duchy of Burgundy only exists in Lyon. And then there's the Italian separatists here. So this is okay. So the Grenoble actually, oh no. The Italian separatists are not actually attacking Grenoble. They look like they are, but I think they're just raiding. Interesting. So I think it would be in our best interest once public order improves here. It's going to take a few turns. It's really annoying that it's taking that long. We're going to come to Genève and maybe take this territory away from them. The good news is that these factions really are giving my brother a hard time. So the more they give my brother a hard time, the more I can move my armies in and take the territory that they take from him. And that's the plan. So let's end the turn again. What you gonna do, guys? Anything? Nothing? Oh, wow. There's a lot of movement going on down there. Charlemagne is trying, probably, to respond somehow. Alright, so someone tried to start a fire in Basel again. Can we see the guy now, please? Okay, no, we can't see him.
How may I say?
Alright, so we know he's here still, but we can't do anything about him. Which is just frustrating and annoying. Alright, cloth maker. Let's go ahead and upgrade this cloth maker. Well, no. Let's upgrade Wurzburg to be a level 2 city, consistent with the others in the area. Okay, Osnabrück public order is improving. So is public order here in Erfurt, which is fantastic. Erfurt, Nuremberg, and Paderborn. Okay. Alright. So we have these armies down in Alemannia. Now, I know I'm zipping around a lot, as I've mentioned before in the series. If you're ever curious what's going on when I'm doing stuff like this, looking at armies and cities, always look over here at the minimap and kind of look at where the spotlight is shining. It'll give you an idea of what region of Europe we're looking at. So this is kind of what is now the border between Germany and France. And this is where we conquered these two territories. They have a relatively large army that looks like they're marching on Autun, which that could be a good thing. We will hang out for another turn and see what they do with that. But we could take Autun, and that would really start to chip away at our brother's territory. I'm totally okay with the Lombards kind of attacking in this area. So let's go ahead and end the turn again. Oh, someone has an unassigned skill. Governor Pepin. What do you need? You could use Yeah, let's reduce construction costs in his province. And let's go ahead and give him additional zeal as well, which will unlock the ability to get more public order in the next upgrade that I give him. So Governor Pepin got some good upgrades there. The Lombards are definitely busy. It always pauses on their turn because they're doing a lot. They're conquering a lot right now. So the Lombards are probably going to be a military challenge for me, but we'll beat them. We'll enjoy it. All right, population surplus, West Neustria. Okay, so we can upgrade Bayeux, which we're going to do. Again, this is kind of back where there's room to upgrade. There's not a church in this area. I'm going to go ahead and build a chapel because it helps with public order, it helps with religion, and we're going to upgrade Bayeux as well to be a manorial court. Oh, we can still upgrade. All right, so Rennes is an area where we can actually recruit spies and, assassins. Assassins? That seems like a new agent type to me. Maybe that's something that I missed, or maybe it's just been in Total War Attila all along, and I'm not very big, I confess. I'm terrible with Total War Attila, and I'm terrible with Total War Attila and recruiting agents. I just don't use them that much. So, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So additional agent recruitment in Rennes. That'll be a good way to kind of counter the fact that I'm not very good at doing those things. Okay, so this spy has leveled up. We can give him the ability. There we go. Oh no, he already has maximum ability of. All right, let's reduce his chance of being detected then. And let's see. All right, so it looks like spies actually are not. Okay, in this game, spies can't kill. So I guess they added that in the Charlemagne expansion, and I missed that because the spies don't appear to have the ability to kill anybody. Not the worst thing in the world. All right, I'm going to give him additional authority. We'll call it a day. Public order is improving everywhere, honestly. That's good. Let's end the turn again. See what happens.
Your generals are true soldiers of the good Lord. We ask you today to send...
Nah. That was our brother asking us to join the war against the Duchy of Provence. I'm not convinced that that's in our best interest right now. Sorry, brother. I'm going to let the Lombards continue to tear you apart. Arnulf. Man, Charlemagne is just... Uh-oh, your brother and fellow Frankish King Charlemagne has died. Now his kingdom is in turmoil. His wife, Gerberga, has maneuvered their eldest son, Pepin, onto the throne. Although he is still a boy, those loyal to Charlemagne support his succession and are willing to fight for his cause. There are, however, some among his generals who seek to unite all Franks under a single monarch. Disillusioned by what they perceive as Charlemagne's poor leadership, they would undoubtedly support you as the true claimant to his lands, should you wish it. However, if you prefer to seek a purely military solution to this matter, you should expect all those who do not support you to rally to a single banner at the capital. Perhaps this will be a chance for you to deal a single decisive blow. I like it. You must soon decide your course of action. A dilemma will soon occur. That is so cool. Alright, so let's take a look at their territory. So we're still waiting on public order to go above negative in this new territory that we own. I can help it a little bit by building this garrison encampment, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's not going to help a lot, but every little bit, I guess. Amiens. How much? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and build a surface mine in Amiens. That'll help us build some additional income, and we have room for it. Technology. Okay. We can definitely do some research here. Looks like we're going to need military technology, though. That's right. We were working towards this one. So I think we just finished this. That's why we were able to build that level 2 garrison encampment. So now let's research improved siege engines. It enables the construction of medium siege engines. So that'll come in very, very handy. Cool. right, well, we've got a dilemma coming up. That'll be interesting when it happens, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here. I'm also going to try and stop talking so bloody fast. I don't know how successful I'll be, but I'll try. And we will come back in the next turn and see about taking Genève, taking Lyon. This is just good. You know, our brother's territory is collapsing, and that's what we want, because then we can sweep in and retake it from the people that take it from them. And that will just help us become a dominant power in the middle of the map and continue to expand and possibly become the Holy Roman Empire sooner than we thought. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next episode.